Hey, Damien. I have an idea.
Hey, Wyatt. Always got an idea.
Hey, Dylan. Logan has an idea.
What's up, Logan?
We should make a podcast.
Honestly, why not?
Alright, so we're gonna kick this off. I'm reintroducing my brother, Drug Jesus. This is from podcast 10, right? Drug Jesus, take it away.
How's it going? Good to be back. Thank you for having me, guys.
How do you feel about returning on a new episode?
Oh, it's awesome. I feel like this is a good episode to come back on. And,
Absolutely.
Yeah, we made a good podcast last time, so I'm excited to see where this one goes.
Now, what episode is this number-wise exactly?
This is number 13, baby. This is actually my lucky number.
Now tell us why 13 means a little special to you.
Well, 13 is it's actually, I was born on the 13th, and it's always like, for me, it's brought good luck as opposed to what everyone, says about the bad luck of it. So I think today we're going to be talking about some conceptions about luck and superstition, and maybe go into some other details.
Do you feel that's the 13th is like a perfect day for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that is like a fitting number, being superstitions and things like that. There's a lot of crazy superstitions out there. Theories, conspiracy theories, things that can be related to luck or not related to luck. It's a big thing, and a lot of people, some people don't actually believe in that shit.
Yeah, there's some people out there that just straight don't believe in superstition at all, right?
It's okay if you don't believe in all of it, and you think some of it works in certain ways, but like some people don't believe in any of it at all.
That's crazy. I believe in the penny one the most.
What's the penny one?
Yeah, what is that?
Isn't that where you, if you find like a penny on the ground, it's a good day? Like you're gonna be lucky that day or something?
I especially believe in that now since they're so rare.
When was the last time you seen a penny on the ground?
Yesterday.
Actually?
No, legitimately yesterday. Yeah, I didn't get any good luck, but that's also me, and I'm known for bad luck, so maybe it just wasn't enough. I needed to buy 3 pennies, and that would have been good.
Sorry, does anyone know why they discontinued pennies?
I think they were just a waste. I think
Too cheap.
Inflation.
No, I think it was a value
Yeah.
waste. I feel like the money they put into making pennies, I think, was more than
the pennies were worth.
Yeah, and they were basically making pennies and then lowering the price, and then that was just screwing their economy more. Because I think the other coins, the pennies costed more than them.
Yeah, it's easier to round the money than
Yeah.
it is to actually put money into buying to making the pennies.
Yeah. So I feel like because of that, I feel like they were like, okay, well, we're kind of just wasting money making pennies. So they just stopped. But then, a lot of other countries are going to be like, fuck you guys talking about? We don't have stupid play Monopoly money like Canada. You ever heard that? More money's been called Monopoly money?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. I've only ever gotten, I almost got lucky one time and I found money on the side of the road. But it was like a $50 bill. But this is the perfect example of my bad luck. It's known. Like, I have horrible luck. It's well known. It's been talked about before. It'll never not be talked about. Everyone knows. Logan's witnessed it firsthand a million times, and he's seen how shitty my luck can be. It's surprising. It's almost entertaining. And I remember one time I found a $50 bill. I swear to God this happened, and I was so fucking pissed. I was walking home from school, and this is when I lived in my hometown, and I'm going home, and I find a $50 bill on the side of the road, and I was like, no fucking way. I ran to that, and it was across the street. Like, I crossed the street while cars were coming. I was like, I ain't losing the $50 bill. I picked it up. And I looked at it because I was like so excited. I was like, no way, I just found a $50 fucking bill. And I had kind of a loose grip on it. And then just a massive gust of wind came in as a truck flew by. Just $50 bill came right out of my hand and just went flying. Just gone. I'm pretty sure it like caught its way on a car or something. And it just took off. And I was like,
Rip.
Never mind, I didn't find a $50 bill. Fuck's sakes.
Shit.
And then I've never even won Tim Hortons Roll Up the Rim. Ever. When that was out, when you could roll up the rim, and yeah, I don't buy coffees all the time, but I did buy hot chocolates, and I bought things like that, and I would even get handed other people's drinks to roll up the rim, because they were, like, I think one of my old stepdads thought it was funny to hand me his coffees, because he knew I wasn't going to win, and he thought it was hilarious to hand them to me. It's kind of torture, because he'd drink like 6 extra large coffees a day. It was fucking brutal. And he'd hand me like all 6, and I'd do like 6 every day for a week, and I'd not win once. I'd be going, and one time my buddy Django felt so bad after he bought a hot chocolate because he won instantly. It was his 4th win in a row, and he was like, and he went, "You can have this, Damien." And I'm like, "Fucking sweet!" I put it in my pocket. We went to Morton's. It wasn't in my pocket.
Oh.
So my luck's fucking horrible, and I don't win board games. You know that.
There was the one time.
No, I won one time. What did I win?
Clue.
Just because I'm a genius. It's not because of luck. I just knew who killed someone, okay? I was good at that shit. What are you guys? You guys think any of you guys have bad luck or good luck? What do you guys think? I'm not even gonna talk about Logan. He doesn't get to be involved in this.
Honestly, I feel like I have like good luck, to be honest. Like, which is weird because, like I was saying, like the whole misconception or whatever the superstition about 13 being unlucky. But like to me, that's my lucky number. But I don't know. Like I guess like other people
kind of
like
opposite it. You're like reverting it.
Yeah, and like even like with
What a gay ass hand move.
7 could be like a lucky number for me too. Like 7 and 13 are like, you know. But yeah, I mean, like just in the last week, I was explaining earlier, like I was gambling or whatever. I put $20 into the slots, and I ended up winning like 4,000 in one night.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, but
couldn't imagine.
The thing about it is, I sat there and like, and this is like another like superstition thing is like the angel number. So it was 11:11.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there, and I'm like, I was down to the last like $2 or something.
Wait, hold on, I don't mean to interrupt you, but so you said 11/11's the angel number, right?
Yeah.
So my original birth date and my sister's original birth date was supposed to be on November 11th.
Oh yeah, 11/11. Yeah.
Both of us, 2 years apart.
Damn.
But yet somehow I have horrible luck and she doesn't have great luck. So do you think it was because it was just so much like two of us, both one person, both on the 11th month, both on the 11th day? Do you think it was just like that? It was just too much and it just went, okay, yeah, she had a fucking negative this luck so hard.
It could be. It could be.
Because like that's funny how that worked out. And then we both got born on different dates. Like she got extra early. That's why I was talking about before the podcast. Because hers birthday's in August. And,
oh yeah.
Yeah, and then mine's the end of September. So
you're late, baby.
Yeah,
then.
both of us. We were both of us were super early. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't September before November?
You fought with me for a second. I was like, wait, is it after?
Yeah, early. Yeah.
You caught me there for a second. I'm not even going to bring Logan up though. Logan, your luck is so fucked.
It's so good.
But you're an asshole.
Awesome.
I hate playing games with this.
I was playing GTA 2 days ago. Just
you don't
for
need
fun.
to get into your GTA luck.
And I just went to the casino.
Second he goes to a real casino,
I
our money's set for life.
20,000 in, and I left there with 400,000.
You know how rigged the GTA casino is?
Yeah.
Because it's GTA. It's Rockstar. Fuck you guys. You guys suck. You guys treat us.
He doesn't
shitty.
mean that.
I don't.
Give us GTA 6.
You know. I'm sorry. I will do whatever we want. GTA 6. I was kidding, but. That's the game that programs cars to literally hit you.
Horrible.
Yeah, they do that shit.
I have driven right beside the line on the opposite side of the road, and the cars are coming, and you just see them just. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? So like, they program cars to hit you, and Logan. No, like I literally ask Logan. I used to ask Logan to play GTA whenever I wanted to sell my cars in one of the car selling businesses. Because the goal of it was you have to bring your cars to sell them to the seller without damaging them. And shit was crazy. And I would be every time I'd have to do that, I'd be like, Logan, do you want to help me sell some cars by chance? Because not kidding, I have witnessed the craziest shit. I remember this one time. So because Logan's luck is insane. He hops in the car. It's the most valued car out of the two of ours, and I made sure he had it. So we're going, and I'm having issues. Like I'm having people hit me from every left angle. I'm having helicopters fall out of the sky and land on me. I don't know what the fuck's going on. There's Logan. He's just driving. No bullets are hitting his car. They're all just going over it and around it. He's going, just the green light starts, and then he goes right past. All the cars stop for him. All of a sudden, you see a car blow up, flies over him, and then he's just driving, and I just hear Logan just, it's easier than I thought it was going to be. He's just, like, cruising. He gets to the place, not a single dollar off.
Bro's got the force, dude.
I got there. I got $2,000 for my $100,000 car. The rest of it went into fixing it in commission, whereas Logan got $100,000 out of it. I was like, what the fuck? Now, to be fair, all the money went to me because that was a horrible business to do with friends. Your friends don't make shit. They make like maybe $10,000. But that's why I always asked Logan to do it for me, and then he always wondered why he had no money, and I always did. And that was because I make you do my business.
I'm gonna say some. So Wyatt, me, and one of like our old buddies, we'd hop on GTA with Wyatt, and we do that car business for like 3 hours straight. We make Wyatt mad bank, and then we get on the next day. Oh, yo, Wyatt, you trying to play some GTA? Yeah, I'm a little broke. How are you broke? We just made you like hundreds of thousands of dollars. I bought a new car.
It's true.
And then the next day you'd be like, oh, I sold the car and bought this one. I sold the car and bought this one. And that just repeated. And we're like, I don't even want to get you money anymore.
No.
I'm tired of it.
I sold the car and then I upgraded.
And it wasn't even a cool car either. It'd be shitty cars.
Yeah, so none of my cars are mid.
Why'd you keep selling them?
Okay, because I sold the mid ones.
Oh, that shit's funny. No, like, that is my example, though. Like, one of the many examples of Logan with his fucking luck, though, because he just gets hit with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just happened so easy.
Have you played poker with him?
No, I don't want to.
I've played poker with him and Wyatt multiple times. Out of every single time we've played, I've won one single round.
Damn.
And then Logan's like, I don't use I just know how to play. Like that's why I win.
see, when
Like no, I don't have any cards that match any of the cards that are on the table. You get double aces, double this, two kings.
From what I hear, is this true? So
Pocket
from, what,
pairs.
so from what I hear is Logan, he may not win every time, but from what I hear is he still doesn't lose though. He just evens out.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot about bluffing and stuff for
like,
poker too, right?
Logan won't even.
Yeah.
But your bluffing isn't great. Like in real
No.
life,
No, and
What happens in poker?
I,
Like, do
I'm
you ramp it
horrible at
up?
bluffing,
Oh,
but
okay.
then I bluff so everyone thinks I'm always
you
bluffing.
use reverse psychology. You because your bluffing sucks. Like, you can't lie for shit sometimes.
Exactly.
So you kind of use that to your advantage.
So then when I win, when I throw so much in, everyone matches it. It's like, all right, that's a W.
Yeah, because you have so much from every other round that you've won. So you're like,
he's like,
I got one white token.
here's 9 stacks.
I'm like, all right, I'm going all in. I got 5 cents. All right, I guess I'll throw in $5.
Shout out to Caesar's, the Caesar's Palace.
Now you
White
gotta
Token
match it or else
proper
you don't
poker
get the
kit.
bet.
Oh yeah, nice.
It was my dad's, and then it was mine, and now it's Logan's because I stopped. I don't really use it, so I gave it to Logan. And my dad gave it to me because he didn't need it.
Yo, Logan,
It's a quality poker kit.
weren't we playing poker last night?
Oh, yo,
Why
that
don't you just
got
talk about your
wild.
game? Talk about how lucky you were, you son of a bitch.
So, I pulled up, right? And like, I was a little drunk, right? We were just chilling,
Didn't Wyatt win?
right? We get the chips out. I'm rolling all of you guys. I'm walking away with $30 extra here.
Oh Jesus!
Right? We start playing, right? Chips are flying everywhere, right? Logan's fucking stacking for a while, and then he just goes broke.
That's
Right?
as soon as the alcohol kicked in. I was like, all right, we got this.
So the alcohol
And,
hits.
and
You're
then
like,
it was the last round, right?
oh, yeah.
People are getting shit, right? Shit's hitting, right? We're throwing chips in. I'm like, yo, fuck it. I'm going all in, right?
Oh God.
Enzo matches, Trent matches, Logan matches, and we're all in, right? This is the last card. Okay? I had a king and I think an ace. No, I had an ace and a fucking it was like a 4 or some shit. The other dude had a king and a 4, right? The only reason I won cuz that ace. I walked away with $30 like I said I would.
Manifest.
Fucking crazy.
I think a lot of luck is to do with manifestation though. So, like if I'm not like really putting my energy into it, like I said the other day when I won that money, it was 11-11, and I sat there and 11-11. Like I'm pretty big, like it's cheesy, but I'm like I'll make a wish on 11-11, right?
Yeah.
And I sat there and I wished like the whole like Drake thing where he's like I need a max win. I was like I wish to the max win gods that like give me the max win today, and like within like half an hour, not even like within like the next spin, it's like boom, like $200, boom, another 200, and then I'm like at that point I'm like okay, like let's do some big spins. So I'm hitting the $3. I hit the feature, boom, $3,000, like one spin, $3,000. I was like damn, like and it's happened to me before too, but like not that big. Like the other time I think I was like gambling all night. This is like by 11-11 I made that wish. By midnight, bro, I was sitting on $3,000, and I was like, okay, like let's go.
That's pretty fucking good though.
And then I left some in. I ended up going up like another. I think I took another 800 out after that. Last night I won another
Okay.
1,000.
It's all good.
God damn.
Yeah, I was chilling last night. I put 200 in. I ended up profited $850.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
That's fat, yo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna win more money tonight. To be honest, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna gamble, and I will win
I got a
money.
question for you.
13.
Did you ever get into crypto?
Crypto? No, I just missed that bus. I wanted to, but
I'm gonna ask Damien a question,
What's the question?
right?
Stevie Wonder.
We were just talking about angel numbers, right?
Yeah.
Do you believe in angel numbers?
Do you-
And if so, what do you think the angel number that resonates with you the most would be?
Like, what about angel numbers? Like, what do you mean? Like, how would I decide what one resonates with me?
Well, there's like descriptions.
repetitive numbers or whatever.
Like numbers that always mean something to me?
Yeah, well, one said you
find, like,
you see a lot. Yeah, like
4.
say like 4.
4.
Like if you see a 4 as a repetitive.
4 happens all the time with me. Like, I wanted to start a podcast. It ended up starting with 4 people. 4 happens to me at any meaningful moment in my life. It's always been number 4.
4 is
Yes.
stabilization.
What does that mean?
So,
I kind of know what stabilization is.
Oh yeah.
anything to do
Why
with
was
the
telling me
four
this?
suggests that you're in the process of grounding, rooting, and cultivating an infrastructure that is truly built to last.
Hey, I'm the one who helped initiate the podcast idea, and it was meaningful to me because of 4, and it said it's meant to last. You know what that means, guys? We're here to stay, so fuck you other podcasts.
Fuck this shit,
Take
I'm
over.
dipping.
It says when you're interacting with
What'd
four,
you say?
Fuck this shit, I'm dipping.
No, you're staying.
Don't be afraid to ask for assistance, especially when navigating long-term projects that require
I did.
specific expertise.
I wanted help from you guys.
Yeah,
This is very accurate, actually.
fundamentally, it's about trust that will empower you to reach new heights.
And I have trust in you guys.
That
Four.
Not gonna lie to you, you fucked me up there. That was all spot on. That is exactly 4.
Isn't that wild?
I said 4 before you told me that, and 4. I started with 4 people, and next thing you know, I asked you guys for help on things to do stuff with and help podcasts. Now everyone has their own jobs, and as you guys heard it there. The podcast, this is staying. Like, you guys better get used to this shit. It's gonna get better and better every episode. We got improvements. Go ahead.
Dude, I was just looking too, and I was just saying about the 1111. You know what 111 means? It's what is it? Manifestation.
Manifestation.
They say that it's correlated with like wishing and stuff, planting a seed. Yeah, setting an intention and that coming forth. And that moment in time when I set that intention, that shit came true.
Shit.
Right? And I feel like a lot of the time, the thing about it is I feel like if I'm not being greedy with my intention,
Yeah.
then that's when it really
Really
you know,
hits.
you know, like with this money, it's not like I got this money and I was like, all right, like I'm gonna blow this bag on myself. I was like, you know, I paid back some debts I owed. You know, I lended some money out to people who needed it. You know, I was like, I even actually, one of the first things I did, because my sister was also gambling, and I was like, she's not winning. She has not good
Did you
luck.
just help her gamble?
Yeah.
Cost her some money?
I sent her another $100, and I was like, here, girl, like, go spend some money. Like, spin some slots. Get that little dopamine fix in you. She lost it.
I was gonna say, did she get any out of it?
No,
or-
she never won. She hasn't won anything yet, but
That's unfortunate. I understand the pain.
she said earlier today she won money, and then she's like, but I just put it right back into it.
My brother, the first time we went to a casino, my mom brought him. She gave him $20. He put in $20, won the jackpot, got 100, took it out, and left the casino. He was like, I'm not risking nothing. And I was like, I hope this doesn't develop like, oh, he won big first time, so he's going to be like, well, I'll win big another time, so I'll go back.
I heard a lot of people have like a method. They'll go to a casino and they go with a certain amount, and if they get over it
Yeah.
or they lose it all, they don't add any more. They don't pay any more money.
Well, that was my thing. Is actually my first time gambling. I went to the casino with my mom. She's not a good gambler.
No.
So her methods definitely were not making us money. She's like, okay, we'll bring $100 and you're gonna do the cheapest spins that you can, and we're just gonna play through this $100. And then we lost it, and she's like, we'll take another 40 out. So this is the first red flag. I'm like, okay, we just lost $100. And I'm like, she was like, more money. So then we spend that, and then we lose that, obviously. And we were just like, I was like, wow, like this is pretty lame. I'm like, we just lost $140 that we could have used elsewhere. But then, like, you know, when I started getting into myself, that's when I started realizing I was like, there is a method to it, and like, you really have to like it's not just luck. You have to strategize a little bit with what you're doing, and like, it's hard to even. Well, yeah, it's based off. A lot of it's based off RNG, right? So that's like the base statistic of it. Like RNG is random number generation, where
Oh, that's what it means.
yeah, and it's like so it adds a randomness to it, right? Which is like statistically, like mathematically speaking,
Mother, drinking my cup. I mean, he did make it, to be fair.
RNG does add a luck factor to it, but there is a strategy behind like the way that the slots work and the way that they work with their like visualization and stuff. Generally, I find
I don't know how there's 4 arms.
like once you understand how that stuff works, like what they'll do is they'll use like little cues in the visualization to try and like entice you to spend more, but they want you to spend more in less variables. Like your best bet is stuff where you're doing high risk, a lot of money. Like it's better to do say 10 big spins than 100 little spins. Cuz if you lose, like chances are even if you win out of those 100 little spins, you're not going to win a lot. You're just going to want to keep gambling and doing the little spins.
True.
But if you win out of the 10 big spins, then you're winning a lot, and you're at that point, like, it's now significant enough that you're like, okay, like, I could take out a lot of money.
You're to summarize. Sorry, I was trying to think of a word there.
yeah, the kind of like the summarization of it.
To summarize what you're saying is that iconic saying is very true in gambling as well. You hear this, people? Go big or go home.
Literally.
If you don't go walk into a casino and drop all your life savings, you're not doing it properly.
Bet the house.
Coming
bet the
from
wife,
Drug Jesus
bet the
himself.
He's
right here.
But it definitely, like, another thing about gambling that I have found is that there is a direct, like, correlation between people who have things like ADHD and gambling, because gambling is it's a dopamine fix.
Yeah.
And, like, that's why, like, people with ADHD often struggle with, like, substance use. Gambling's the same thing, because it gives you, it's like it tickles this part of your brain that you've never had tickled before.
My foot just got caught in my chair.
Right? Yeah, it's a stimulant in a way, and, like,
Stuck.
the closest relation I could say to it is like when you're like when you get that first like 25 kill streak on Call of Duty and your heart's fucking
buddy,
pounding,
that shit
and you're
feels
just
good.
and you're slaying, yeah, and you're like,
if I die,
your adrenaline is like going up,
And then the guy kills you and you lose your fucking shit.
oh yeah, because that's the ADHD part of it. It's
My
like,
hand slipped off the trigger. He's
like,
cheating.
right? Like all of a sudden, like you're already overstimulating, and your brain's like, oh.
So it's like your brain gets overwhelmed and you just...
Yeah, and as soon as it goes wrong, it's not even like you're like mad, but you just like can't control that, you know.
Just all of it comes out at once, and then it's
Yeah.
like, okay, well, I'm fucked here now. I just told the guy to go jump off a bridge, and I said to kill his mom.
Yeah.
when really all that happened was the guy accidentally shot you because you ran in front of his bullet.
Right?
Like, you just lose your shit on him. That's true. So
So my mom used to tell people, she'd be like, we'd be in a group setting, she'd be like, yeah, and then you're raging on the game, telling people that you're gonna kill them, and I'm like, no, I did not say I'm gonna kill them. I couldn't tell her, be like, oh, I told them to go kill themselves. But I was like, that's not what I said, Mom. Okay, I'm not out here actively trying to kill
So
people.
you agree with me on that? All moms do that when they wait for the perfect moment till you're out in a public situation with public people who don't need to know this. It's not that it's embarrassing necessarily. They just doesn't need to come up in conversation at all. And they just bring up like something about you yelling at a game earlier, and you're like, what?
Why?
Or like they'll be like you're just talking to someone, and they're like, yeah. So earlier he was saying "fuck you" to some crazy people on a game, and you're like, okay, what did I do?
I feel like this is a personal attack.
What? No.
I did. Fuck them and fuck you too.
You just gotta own it, or else you're just in trouble. I don't know where that was going with my words.
Mom, I found out his IP address. I'm pulling up.
Logan, I got a question. You got any conspiracy theories that you believe in heavily?
Look at that smile.
The look.
Well, it's hard to come up with it right on top of my head, but there's... Because I was told not to talk about all the 9/11 conspiracies.
That's okay, bring it up. It's a conspiracy. It's a special episode.
Mm.
You know what? Hold on. Drug Jesus, this is your episode. Do you deem it okay for him to talk about 9/11?
100%.
Hear that? He's okay with 9/11. Go ahead.
wait. Let's reiterate. 9/11 was an inside job. Logan, take the mic.
Go ahead. No, more like take the plane.
Yeah, so I think 9/11 was just something for the government to...
Something for personal fun.
Something in that, along those lines. But, when the one plane hit the Pentagon...
Smacks your mind.
Allegedly.
Simulate?
It hit in the right spot where... I forget what was there, but it was a really important thing where files and stuff, and they just lost it because the plane hit it.
Oopsie daisies.
And they just couldn't do anything about it. So it was probably like the government being like, yo, we just need to get rid of this really quick. Just quick cover up.
Crash a fucking plane into the Pentagon.
So what happened too is it was somewhere where a lot of their money stuff was handled.
World Trade Center?
Yeah, and, well, the World Trade Center
And
was
the
one.
Pentagon.
3 buildings got hit there, and then the Pentagon, the exact area. And what actually happened is a couple days before that, trillions of dollars, like of assets or whatever, went missing.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other crazy thing about it is the area that got hit, there wasn't actually any like plane wreckage. Like it wasn't a plane wreckage the plane was gone. Like it was, Yeah, and they were like,
That's
you know,
fucked.
the plane evaporated
They can't just
on
evaporate.
impact.
We got the cleanup crew on that shit fast.
Like, see, I
It
heard.
can't just happen.
I agree with there's a lot of fishy things about it. Like, obviously, we don't know everything exactly, but there's a lot of fishy things about it as public eye. Like, we see shit. We're not stupid. Well, yeah, most of us are, but we're not stupid to the point where we don't notice shit from the government. And I know one thing that I did hear about. It was some interview thing or something. One of the firefighters there, who's a fire marshal or something, and he explained how the building fell that wasn't scientifically
it was
possible.
it was
The bombs
what
in
they
the
call a
building.
controlled demolition.
Yeah, because he said the way it
know?
fell from a plane hitting a certain angle, he's like, one, the support beams are not supposed to spontaneously combust on a different floor and cause the building to fall like it did.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
10, 13 floors below.
Yeah.
It combusted from the basement,
yeah.
and then the building sunk like
But
a controlled demo.
if you announce that to the public, they're like, sorry, it's classified information. We can't
so
talk about it.
This is another
Shut
thing
up.
about it is what happened to Building 7.
Yeah.
So Building 7, the planes hit the number, like Building 2, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And I think one more. Building 7, no planes hit, but it also collapsed.
Planes, man. A wing flew off. And hit the window.
Yeah,
I don't know, fuck.
and you want their like theory behind it is that they're like, oh, it was the jet fuel melted it. Well, jet fuel
Yeah, I remember
burns
hearing
at a
that.
certain temperature, and steel melts has a higher melting
Yeah,
point
that's
than
not how
what
that
jet
works.
fuel burns.
Jet fuel
at.
ain't gonna just burn it from falling from a distance. Jet fuel just splashed on the house. Fuck, I don't know. It just fell over. I got.
The nice thing about it though is the way that the American government works is within the next
They
like
don't work.
well, and like because
Okay.
they have this like a time limit that they can cover stuff up. It's like around like a 50-year time limit.
Yeah.
So within the next like 20 years, like they legally like they have to release it to the public. It's just a matter of us whether we like look into it, right?
But well, see, that's
Okay.
smart, because by the time that time goes by and they can finally release it, no one gives a shit.
Yeah, no-
exactly.
motherfuckers
one
don't
cares
care.
anymore, right?
Yeah, they're like 50 years ago. Fuck it, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, a new thing will happen probably before that. That's just as bad, if not worse. Actually, it has. What am I saying? There's been a
Well,
shitload of stuff that's happened.
And what they'll do is when that does release, they're going to come out with something that distracts like the media, right? Look at last year. What was it last year when they revealed that aliens were real?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
about to. That was so funny. I was just going to tell you that. I was like, this proves your theory so true.
Yeah.
Aliens have been a thing for over 50 years. People have been saying how real they were, all things that we've seen and found, and then the government would say nothing. 50 years later, just like what you fucking said.
Since 1973, I'm pretty sure they had a like a conference and stuff where like
That
aliens
is
were
really
present
accurate.
at that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they literally said, yeah, they're real. We have them.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
they met with them,
Yeah.
right? And like then they released it, but at the exact same time there was like so much going on. Like they were like, "Oh, well, what about this event that's irrelevant?" That is
And then
happening
everyone
in
went-
real time.
Aliens. We have inflation. Who cares?
Yeah, right. There's COVID still. Like,
Do you believe that 9/11 was so pretty confirmed? Not, allegedly, the government did it. Do you believe it was Bush? Because I heard
Ooh.
that he did it as a scare tactic to get him reelected.
I think that the Bush administration had a part to play in it, and that's not just like that's like leading up from George, like his dad or whatever, who was already like planting these seeds earlier on in his presidency, like George J.W. Bush or whatever I think his name was, and they were already like, yeah, you know, it goes deep, it goes really deep. There's the Cuban Missile Crisis. There's like a bunch of them are like operations that they did that have now been released because like some of these were like now back in like, you know, in the 70s, the 80s.
Yeah.
And it's led up to that, and I feel like a big part about it was a control factor, because if you look at it like pre 9/11, anyone could really just go to America, and you know people could go there. There wasn't a lot of like
Less restrictions and law.
yeah, less restrictions, especially to do with flying and stuff, right?
Crossing the country or going over it and shit like that.
Yeah.
Now there's like air control and heavy amounts of it and stuff.
Right, and then what they wanted to do is really implement like this like George Orwell-esque situation where they were able to monitor everything that's going on with their citizens and stuff, and then they did, right? And the thing about it is there's nothing we could really do about it.
No, we can't do shit.
Right?
So out of control. On
As
that.
people, like we can acknowledge and understand what's going on, but as individuals and even like a group like this, like there's nothing we could do about it.
No.
That was like my
No,
conclusion.
we're honestly, why not? We can do anything.
Yeah.
Honestly,
why
why
not?
not?
You hear that,
Damn
Bush?
it, that was not good timing.
You hear that, Bush? I'm not talking to President Bush.
I don't
I'm
think
talking to
I
a
hear-
random Bush. I don't know.
You know the Homer Simpson Bush meme?
Yeah,
That's what we're talking
yeah,
to.
Talking about that.
Was that like the Moses bush?
What?
Like the burning bush.
All right, hold
No,
on.
no,
Hold on.
no,
I
no.
asked Logan, and you know what was coming for next? It's you, Wyatt. I want to hear your opinion. What's a conspiracy theory you believe in?
So imagine
He was ready. He was like,
Right.
"Oh shit!"
there is two
Fire crane.
parties,
That's a good one.
right?
Fire crane.
They're just chilling at the top of this pyramid, right? And they're just chilling there, right? They have an idea, right? They're gonna create division in society simply by hiring actors for two different parties that will fight against each other, all the while they are controlling what those people say, what they do, and what happens and unfolds. Right? Imagine that, okay?
Yes.
Politics
Imagine.
are shit, bro. Nothing you do to vote will matter.
Yeah.
That's true.
A good quote I would like
It's
to
it's
say
out of our hands.
is united we stand, divided we fall. Right?
Mm.
Division is the fall of
But that's
mankind,
all they do is divide us.
Yeah.
right? Because ultimately we're all more powerful than the government, but not when we're fighting each other.
And all they do is divide us.
Exactly.
Racism.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gayism.
Yeah.
What's it
Wait,
called?
what? Did you say gayism?
Homophobia.
Homophobia.
No, fuck that. We're changing it to gayism. That
No,
was so much
no.
funnier.
Autism.
You the way you said it made it so.
Autism.
That was
I
awesome.
have a question for you, Dylan.
Yeah.
All right. Do you know what elevating your consciousness is?
Taking a whole bunch of mushrooms.
Or just being Dylan.
No. It, you know?
No, but yes.
No. All right. So you know what atoms are, bro?
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Atoms. They're like the
I know
building
atom.
blocks to reality, pretty much. Right? They vibrate. Right? They vibrate at a frequency. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And everything vibrates at a frequency. Everything has its own frequency,
You do too.
including your conscious mind, your soul, if you will. Right? That's energy. Okay.
Yeah.
So if energy can't be created or destroyed, where did that energy come from? That had to have had a source, if you will, right? And this is where it's leading into another kind of theory. It's called collective consciousness theory, right? Every conscious thing that has ever will exist, it can't be created or destroyed, right? So it had to be from a source, right? That's what some people think God might be, right? So if you can elevate your frequency, right? And the way to do that is like the positive thoughts in your mind, right? You push away negative thoughts, you affirm positive thoughts, and then you kind of just build an understanding as you go. If you can elevate your frequency enough, there's a theory in this. It's like every thought is not your thought. It just comes from the source and your frequency. Your brain's like an antenna. You just pick up the signal if you can, if you're up there enough,
Mm-hmm.
right? So some people think that like with Buddhism, enlightenment is just elevating your frequency until you can connect with the source.
I would like to add too, as Drug Jesus, I would like to add, and I'm not glorifying the use of drugs, but drugs can definitely also be used to tune your vibration.
There is helping causes
like
of drugs.
so, like
Not
cer-
all, certain ones.
yeah, certain drugs.
Psychedelic.
Yeah, especially like what it said, psychedelics have a big effect, and I feel like a lot of my elevation of consciousness was to do with putting myself in like situations where the psychedelics, or like also like for me, like if I use stimulants and I push my brain to these limits, then that's when I can really start to fine tune into energies and stuff. And like the thing about it though is, like, to say like doctor who isn't into this, like they might just tell you you're crazy,
Yeah.
right? But like you start to like tune in with these other people and you tune in with these thoughts, and it does actually, like, it can change your life a lot. But it's a fine line, because like
You go too far, and then you're just changing your life in a different way.
Exactly. At that point, now you're schizophrenic, and they're like, "You need to stop doing this.
Hey
and
man,
take these medications."
I got
to
7 personalities. I just haven't been diagnosed yet. So.
Yeah.
7 people living in here.
They actually say too that like things like music and like art and stuff has a big effect on the tuning of the vibrations and stuff.
Okay.
And they say like a lot of modern music, the thing about it is it actually like it'll tune your vibration to a dull level where you're easy to be controlled and manipulated and stuff.
Which is why the music industry, I don't mean to do this, but it actually kind of goes with what you were just saying. This is why the music industry goes into promoting only songs that are spitting things about doing bad things that involve things like alcohol, things like drugs, and all different, like, they introduce bad things. A lot of the music that's heavily promoted are introducing bad things. It's because the music industry wants them to. Example, just a recent example. I know you want to say something, Wyatt. I'm coming to you in a second. But just an example is one of the rappers that I don't always listen to, but I don't mind some of his songs, Tom MacDonald. He releases a lot of... you know who I'm talking about. He releases like a lot of... Just a perfect example. He releases a lot of factual just information about the world where he spits opinions. A lot of people don't like him. Some people don't like him just because they don't like his music, how it sounds. But no matter what, you can't really say what he's saying isn't shit, because he says a lot of meaningful stuff in his lyrics. Even if you don't like his music, his lyrics are always meaningful. And he just released a song not too long ago with Ben Shapiro.
Oh yeah.
If people know who Ben Shapiro is, you can see how that can be problematic for some people. Yeah. Now, it's because he says really heavily opinionated things, right? And those things he says are seen as really bad scenarios. But he's just saying honesty, giving his opinion. And Tom thought it was the perfect dude for the song because it was just fitting the song that he was trying to do. And somehow convinced Ben Shapiro to rap, which was impressive. Go Tom. And somehow Ben Shapiro rapped slower than he talks. But when he did the rap song, this song instantly hit number 2 on trending on YouTube. One of the biggest platforms for stuff like that. Now, here's the problem, though. The video number 1, I believe, was a Cardi B or a Nicki Minaj song or something.
Oh, Bigfoot.
Bigfoot, yeah.
But here's the problem. Tom's song got, I think it was 5 million more views in the same amount of time. Has over 100,000 more comments. And over, I think, like 50,000 more likes. And yet, his is number 2.
Yeah,
not 1. Because he was
MacDonald.
spitting facts, whereas she was promoting sexual shit and a lot of crazy stuff.
Oh, she was feeding into the industry, whereas
Exactly.
Tom MacDonald is going against it, and that's I feel like
So they're mad at him.
A big thing about Tom MacDonald, if you actually look at all of the albums that he's come out with, almost every album he's come out with has had like the lowest ratings of albums almost of all time. Like if you look at the lowest rated artists, like, he'll pop up, but it's not because his music's bad.
No, it's shit. It's shit.
Some
Well,
people
I don't
don't.
know. I'll be honest. I've only listened to a few songs by him, but it's a lot of
I
stuff.
don't
where
mind
it's
some
like,
of it,
you know,
but I'm with you. I can see where you're coming from, because he does have a different... The way he raps and just his beats, I can see them being easily not liked.
If black people hate us, why can't I hate the blacks?
He has some rough shit, I won't lie to you, I agree with that. But there's some songs I kind of like the sound of, or he drops like a really nice message that I actually agree with. So I'm okay with some of his music. Not all of it. He really struggles with courses sometimes.
yeah.
Some of his courses are like really, really shitty, but he tries. And you know what? No matter what, even if his music isn't something he puts a song I don't really like, I like the meanings of all of his songs and the impact that he's trying to do. Trying to be an independent artist, not listening to the music industry and not doing what they want him to do, and he's just doing his own shit.
He's straight blacklisted by them too.
And he's
like,
for independent fully, he's doing phenomenal. So like, go him. I'm impressed for that. Like, it's cool the fact that he was able to do that. That's what I mean. But he's the perfect example of conspiracy theories about like them trying to promote music industry of bad shit, so that people who are doing not what they want end up getting shit on.
Exactly. Well, look at people like Doja Cat, like her rise to fame and stuff in the last, like, especially in the last year, like
crazy.
People
rise.
are like going on about her relations with like
the devil, satanic shit.
Yeah. And like as a LaVeyan Satanist myself, I'd like to add that that's the difference between like what I believe compared to what is a different sect of this.
Everyone's saying she's bad with it, right?
Right, and what I feel like is that the music industry especially does promote their form of Satanism is more of a demonic worshipping thing, where like it goes a lot deeper, and it's like we were saying with the like the angel numbers and the positive manifestation of energy.
Yeah.
They take that and they pull the bad out of it.
And they want to manipulate you with
exactly,
it. Yeah,
and they use low vibration, and like they're able to manipulate the bad energy in people and stuff, and that's what keeps us at a low vibration.
Yeah.
Because we get into that and we're like, oh wow, like this and that, like, you know, we're focused like, oh, what did fucking so and so wear at the Met Gala this year?
Yeah.
But it's all just like distractions and stuff to keep your vibration low, so that you're not thinking about like the real fucking
I
problems.
saw
in
a
the
clip of her, and it was actually really funny. I won't lie. It was a clip of her sitting at, like, I don't know, she was at like some kind of table, some interview thing probably. I don't know, but someone looked at her and they were talking with that whole saying she's a heavy Satanist and how she like does horrible things for the devil and all that stuff. She looked dead at the camera and was like, "When the fuck did I say that?" Which was the funniest shit ever, because it's fair. She didn't directly say it. She did something in her songs, sure, but people will say shit in their songs for lyrics to make things sound good.
I have a question for you.
So-
Right? Do you believe that mainstream like music is full of subliminal messages?
That's someone who really goes into a lot of this stuff, especially like the exposure of like the Hollywood elite in the music industry.
Yeah.
Shout out Richie the Barber.
Okay.
Yeah, Richie the Barber. He does a podcast as well, and in that podcast he talks a lot about like he, you know, he's been to those parties, right? Like it's not like he's talking it from like, oh, like this is what I read. Like Mans was in that, like he was in it. Like this guy has his face tattooed like a clown. It's wild, and he's like
a big
very
fat
like
guy, big fat white guy.
No, you're thinking of Jelly Roll. The guy
Oh
who's-
yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
something.
Jelly Roll, yeah. No, this guy's face, like he has clown.
Is it more than Jelly Roll? Like,
tattooed on his face, and his got a big blue curly mustache and like crazy.
I love
He
it.
looks like a clown.
I love it.
Yeah, but like he's been to these parties and he says some crazy stuff about it, and you know, I leave it up to
showcase that to the camera. Hold up.
That's Blunt City.
Head of ghost. Let him retry that.
But yeah, like it's worth checking out, and you know, my biggest thing that I will say about a lot of things is like, do your own research, right? Like it's one thing to hear someone say something, gain your opinion off your own research and beliefs and stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Right? Because I could hear anything, right? Like I could hear all these conspiracies, but it's not until I really look into it myself and I dig deep, and then I'll build my own opinion on it. And my opinion doesn't have to be like, it could be based off other people's like what they say, but I need to build that opinion out of my own self, right?
That's true. I respect that. Man, you got some crazy opinions on topics. I love the shit Kyle brings to the table, man.
Something I don't like. I'm good. I don't smoke. Something that I think.
You're trying to pass it off. Someone take it.
Well, yeah,
Sorry, Dylan. Go ahead.
I think that research, as much as research is good,
Yeah.
I think for me it's very hard to believe what is real
Yeah.
when you research, because you'll find something,
A lot of fake
and then you
shit.
find something else that will contradict it. You
Yeah.
find something else that will contradict that, contradict
There's
that, contradict
always
that.
something.
So that's why I have a very hard time researching and very believing in research.
Did you research in school much? Because I didn't.
I did not research
I didn't
shit,
research shit
and
at all.
I never studied for a test
Me neither.
exam,
Never.
which is not a flex or anything. Don't do that, kids. Study. It's not a flex. It's not a flex.
Research as your base, but it what's it called? Instinct, like the
Common sense? No.
What's that?
Common sense?
No, there's like intuition.
Intuition. That's way to go, Wyatt.
Yeah.
See what I mean? The little saves he does?
Intuition. Use your intuition as your actual like infrastructure for it, right? Because like I can look, you know, when I hear something, I'll look it up. But when it comes to like my intuition, that's something that I trust a lot in. Like when I have that gut feeling, then I know that there's like, you know, and whether or not like at the point that you believe something, like you don't have to convince anyone else about it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't have to sit here and convince anyone about like.
No, you
Well, this
believe in
and that.
something, you believe in it.
Exactly, right? Like if my intuition tells me so, then that's what
Sure.
that's my destiny.
I believe in Kanyeism.
Kanye.
Yeah.
Hold on.
What he was talking about. Hold
I
on.
don't want to interrupt you. You go first, actually. I have a question for you. It's for you.
Okay. What Kanye was saying about Balenciaga.
Balenciaga.
You know how he was like, yo, fuck Balenciaga, all this? They
Oh,
use
yeah,
child pornography. And there was fucking shown proof of them using child pornography.
Yeah.
Disappears for a month, comes back. He went to Balenciaga. That shit's,
Back
That's weird.
5 inches taller.
and way fucking fatter. That's, that,
Clone.
Bianca or whatever her name is.
Yeah.
And now he
But
sluts her on
we're
her
not even gonna
on
get
his
into the club.
Instagram.
That's a whole nother topic. That's an hour-long topic.
Another
But-
episode.
One thing, First of all, I won't be able to afford Balenciaga, for being honest.
Yeah.
But I'll never wear Balenciaga in my life.
Me neither.
I don't support child pornography, obviously, and I hope no one in the world does.
No, it's fucking horrible.
But when
pornography and abuse.
That's one
Yeah.
of those limits to when I said there's chaotic evil between good and bad. You need both to balance. That's one that's not needed.
I remember I saw an Instagram post the other day about this dude who got into sex trafficking disabled children.
Gee, I saw that. No, yeah.
I sent it to my one buddy. I was like, "How the fuck do you get into this profession?
Yeah, how did
like
that become a job?
what leads you into sex trafficking disabled children?"
It's so fucked up. So hold up. I gotta ask you this question before I forget it. Okay, so it was about how you said I agree with you to an extent on this. You know how you said like not studying, bad thing, don't do that. I want to hear what you think about this. So how I feel is I feel like I will say like that. Don't just take that from someone. I feel like decide yourself if you don't need to study, because I feel like every individual person handles the information differently. See, me, I couldn't study. If I studied, it was too much. I'd overwhelm myself, and then I was just going to fail the test because then I'd start heavily overthinking it. But when I didn't study, I just used the shit that I was able to subconsciously listen to throughout the semester in school. And I would just use intuition, and I would just use common sense and my intuition and just pick my answers that I thought made sense. And then I passed every test in school. I didn't fail. I didn't fail shit. And that was because of that. But it's not saying to not study. I think it's because I picked for myself as a person, me, I don't need to. So how do you feel about that? Like, not saying don't study, but like, if it fits you as a person and you find that out, then go for that? Or do you feel like you still should study?
No, I think you should still study.
You think you still study?
I didn't study because I was lazy. I was a lazy fuck.
Okay.
Uh,
See, I did it because I couldn't.
I passed test, but I didn't pass them like every other kid in the class who studied did. Everyone who studied got a higher mark, and that was just a proven fact.
Well, see, now, there's me. I got high marks. I got higher than half the class 90% of the time. So how do you feel about that for not studying?
With me, right? On topics that I was naturally like.
Motherfuckers are naturally smart at shit.
If I didn't care,
I guess that's why I was able to pass.
I'm very good. I'm very good at math, but I had a teacher who wouldn't like force you to do anything. I'm not gonna say his name, but he was a bitch. Fuck him. He'd give the work and then sit at his desk, and you had so much like discipline. It kind of comes into discipline.
Yeah,
if you didn't have any discipline, you just sit on your phone the whole class, and that's what I did.
There needs to be a balance. You're right.
And then I get to the test time, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, because he didn't force us to learn. Like, he didn't help us learn in any way. He did the lesson, then sat on his desk and went on his phone.
So you would miss out on what I was saying about subconsciously listening to things to be able to help you without even needing to study as hard. You missed out on that because of people not having discipline and not really teaching you things. Okay.
See, that's kind of what Damien's saying. I've studied one time out of my whole schooling.
You failed?
I failed that one time I studied. And then I didn't study any more times, and then I just passed the test.
I actually had a pass on a math test, and I'm not great at math. I'm not bad at it. Like, I can't do quick math in my head. You ask me a math question right now, I'm going to look at you and be like, I don't know what the fuck that means.
I'm good
but
at quick math.
if you give me a minute, and I can take time and do some writing down, I think about it, I'll answer it. I'm usually correct. I just got to think about it. And I passed a math test, like a heavy math test. It was like one of those big unit tests that you get at the very end of some section where you learn a bunch of stuff. And I passed it 100%. Yeah. And I handed my test in before everyone else did. Which was crazy, because I didn't study one bit for the test. I handed it in, he handed me 100%. He was like, way to go, Damien, you must have studied a lot. And I was cool with this teacher. So I was like, no. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I didn't study. He's like, he looked at me and he was like, this kind of makes sense. You don't do your homework either.
Hell yeah. I was also the same way. I also did not do homework. I refused.
Probably that was for at school, not at home. I work at school, not home.
Do you have a good memory?
I do it at school.
I do have a decent memory.
See, I have a horrible memory.
Oh, see, that's where that might come into
That's
play.
why I should have studied, and I did not study.
See, that makes
Do you
sense.
find
Now
though
I
you
really understand that, yeah.
You have bad certain memory, but you can also pinpoint, like, you have a memory that you can
Selective
pinpoint.
memory.
Yeah.
Selective memory.
I feel like we all probably have ADHD.
Yeah.
100%. Everyone has different doses of it, and different amounts. Like, some of us are like, hey, here's some ADHD, splash some autism.
Yep.
Here's some ADHD, splash something else. Here's some ADHD, tone it down a little bit. We all just got our little bits of shit, right?
Yeah.
I had a question for you, alright?
They got a question for me.
Oh yeah, I also have a question. It's for both of you.
Okay.
Alright?
Answer together.
So, you believe in energy, right? Like, it's an aura, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what energy transfer is?
No.
Yes, that'd be like
Damn it, he's smarter than me.
energy transfer. What I would say in my definition would be like, say if I was filled with a lot of negative energy and I was able to come to you and pretty much make you have the negative energy while filling my own energy up or whatever, right? Whereas also if I had like good energy, then I could sit there and I could help you and heal and shit and take away that and be able to like.
Can you help me heal?
You know?
I have a lot of mental problems, please.
I probably can, to be honest. I help a lot of. I have this weird gift where that's something
57
that,
minutes.
Helps.
We gotta freestyle that.
Yes,
for you.
sorry.
Freestyle?
Quick freestyle.
Song sounds like Sprinter. I'm gonna fuck this bitch before I take her out to dinner. Taking all these L's and I'm still a winner. Pass the mic to Dylan, he a sinner.
I'm a sin, but I'm a Christian, on the beat, and you know I'm never missing, drink too much, and I need to start pissing. Piss white, yellow, right in my cup, Yeah, you got a fat butt, Someone take this from me before I fuck up.
I'm gonna take this
Got
shit
no bars right now.
before he fuck up. He said he pissing. I'm gonna put him into a position of submission. I'm not tripping. Wait, what? I'm gonna get a cup, cause mine's empty. Sipping Henny.
I'm getting the blue
Patron in this bitch.
Yeah, we got plenty of this shit in this bitch. Drinking alcohol and he's gotta take a piss. Running up the numbers, we be getting hits on the podcast, you running it, run this shit up, we don't give a fuck, honestly, why not, man, that's the shit, yeah.
Dick in your bitch.
Dick in your bitch.
She smell like fish and chips.
Kanye says, yo, fuck the fish sticks.
So I dip my fish stick in some tartar sauce, cause I'm a boss. Pockets fat, kinda like Rick Ross.
Ooh, yes. He's saying he the boss. He watching Rick Ross. He watching all the paintings. He painting a picture because he making all of the figures 1 to 10, maybe to 100, but he smacked the pen. But that's a short form for Benjamin, man.
End this shit, right? And drug Jesus.
I'm gonna end this shit with Drug Jesus. Are you ready? We gotta do a freestyle and then, like, we gotta say some whack shit just before we end it. Not anything
Whack shit.
that's gonna get us fucked.
Whack shit.
But
Or
say
stuff that
something
will.
out of pocket and ridiculous. That's the objective.
Out of pocket and ridiculous, man. Drug Jesus nuts in your ear. Fuck this shit, is it?
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, now I'ma speed it up, hit you in your face and in your butt and in your legs and in your stomach. Shit, bitch. Yeah, you gon' start coming. I'ma hit you with this truck. Yeah, it is a fucking coming. Yeah, bitch, shit, it gon' hit a lot, bitch, you not. Give me 10 seconds, cause I'm not a Nazi. Ducking paparazzi. Hits you in your top. Please don't stop me. Please do. That's the cue. You know it. Yeah, you do. That's the cue. Yeah, you know it. Yeah, you do.